Hi and welcome to my daily devotional for Tuesday the 3rd of January. And we continue reading from Luke chapter 2 and verses 27 to 32. And in the Spirit he went into the temple. And the parents of the child Jesus brought him to do to him as the custom of the law required. And he took him into his arms and blessed God and said, Now, Master, release your slave in peace, according to your word, because my eyes have seen your salvation, which you prepared before the face of all the people, a light that shines into the nations, and the glory of your people Israel. When I was growing up, there was one particular question that adults always seemed to ask children. It was, what do you want to be when you grow up? The answer to that question would be quite different if asked of today's children, because occupations have changed and technology and education have revolutionized work patterns. Nonetheless, most youngsters have dreams and objectives as to the course they would like their working life to take. It is good for someone to come to the end of their life and feel that they have achieved their goals. Simeon was an old man, and his main hope was to see the coming of God's anointed one, Jesus. His meeting with Joseph, Mary, and Jesus in the temple fulfills his aspiration. At this point, he is happy to be released from his earthly body, and this was his prayer. Simeon was not looking to his own achievements in life, though he may have seen them fulfilled. Instead, he was looking for God to fulfill his promise to him. Simeon was completely helpless in seeing this promise come into being. He could only wait and pray for the consolation of Israel to appear. We can be sure that as God gives us his word, he will bring it into being at the right time. It is true that sometimes it may be that the promise is not fulfilled in our lifetime, unless he explicitly says so. Many of the Old Testament prophets received the promise of the coming of Jesus, yet none of them lived to see the incarnation of Jesus. In Matthew 13 and verse 17, Jesus said, In all sincerity, I tell you that many prophets and righteous men longed to see what you see and did not see it, and to hear what you hear, and they did not hear it. Yet Simeon received the promise that he would not die until he saw Jesus. For us, there are those promises that Jesus brings to us through the Holy Spirit that we can do nothing to bring about. Let us learn from Simeon to be a people who wait and pray till the day of his promise arrives. Today, may Jesus open our eyes to see the amazing things he is doing through us.